It's lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed for coming. So just explain the working relationship between you and the dog as an officer and his partner.
So I met Finn when he was 9 months old, and you're encouraged to build a bond with the animal so that you can work together. You know, I spend more time with Finn when we were working than I did with my family. So that bond, that relationship is hugely important. And when it comes to a situation like we faced, you know, that bond is all important.
So explain a little bit more about this. As we said, it's the 5th of October 2016 and you're alerted to an armed robbery. So what happened?
So we were chasing an armed robbery suspect through the streets on foot in Hertfordshire. And he tried to scale a fence and Finn pulled him down off of the fence. And it was at that point, we had no idea that he was armed, and it was at that point that he turned around and stabbed Finn in the chest.
Oh, God.
I couldn't really work out what was going on. The knife came out and it just kept coming out of his chest, and the next thing I know, it's coming towards me. Finn luckily had worked out what was going on, and even with the horrific injuries he had, he got in the way of that second thrust, which I think saved my life.
Gosh, that is just incredible. We have a mock-up of the weapon.
This is a wooden mock-up, but this is the mock-up of the knife that Finn was stabbed. And you said that they were very severe injuries.
Oh yeah, he had 4 holes in his lung. Obviously, he had all the muscle damage where the knife had sliced through his muscles as well. We were rushed off to the vets on blue lights, and at the first vet they struggled to stabilise his breathing, and actually we had to go to another vet on blue lights because his oxygen levels were plummeting and we were starting to lose him.
It's a miracle that he's here, actually. He did come out of the operation and you took him home and nursed him, and you made a makeshift bed to be by his side.
Yeah, his recovery was nothing short of miraculous, but I had to set up a bed in the living room downstairs with Finn and basically spent the next 4 weeks just in those 4 walls, recovering myself as well, you know, mentally, and it's what we talk about in the book is we had an amazing bond anyway, but certainly those 4 weeks it grew and grew if it was possible.
What was remarkable, though, is that with that recovery and from being so seriously injured, that when he finally was well enough to go back to work, I mean, pretty much straight away, he was head first back in again.
11 weeks and 1 day, I think it was, after the incident, he returned to work, and on the very first job, we turned up to a stolen vehicle that had been abandoned. And Finn tracked 3/4 of a mile 3 days before Christmas to find the driver hiding in a stable on a starry night.
Oh my God!
There were no wise men.
No wise men, just one very wise dog.
It's like he'd never been away.